if I happen to stumble across it on a field trip. But I would never bid for that kind of an item on an auction, or I'd have to pay $5 or $6 for it.
So your scene isn't going to be like the pure record or pure vinyl scene?
No, no, but I do have some collector's spirit, nonetheless. Some of these labels are so off the wall, and that it's pretty interesting to have some of that stuff.
Like what?
Oh, JVB and Fortune, all them things in Detroit. They record with one tape recorder in the back of record stores, things like that.
In your opinion, which are the best labels for which labels put out the best race series?
In post-war music?
Start with pre-war.
Oh, all right. Paramount, I guess, would be the best for pre-war blues. Definitely Mississippi would be Paramount. And gee, pre-war there weren't that many labels. What was it? Paramount, Victor, Columbia. What was the fourth one? There was one. Yeah, there were a few. Paramount definitely was head and shoulders above the others, but there are good records on all of them. And post-war would be Checker Empire. That would be for Chicago blues, harmonica, bottleneck, amplified blues. And John Lee Hooker all by himself makes some of them labels pretty good. Some of the Detroit labels. Oh, there's good music on a lot of labels. I guess overall we'll give Chess despite the fact Hooker doesn't appear in his strongest form on Chess, we'll give Chess the post-war award, and then Paramount will get the pre-war award. And Hooker, will give him some other kind of award. We'll think of something to give to Hooker.
Hooker Blue Ribbon. Where do you get all this background information on artists? How do you find out about them?
Which background information?
Anything, like where they recorded and when and all that business.
Try a specific case.
Well, if you just had, a record or an artist or something, where would you go to find out more about them?
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, one thing is we try and get a hold of the local people who do the recording as we go on tour. And some of them are very nice people, like Joseph Von Battle.
That's okay. I've really got to have a good... Let's play a little something. We'll see how it's picking up. Now give it a try.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the reason I can't call my name.
Now, on this Alabama song that you're working up, are you utilizing the whole barefoot bill part? Are you doing it?
No.
What are you doing?
Well, it's being evened off a little so that the band can handle it. See now, at first it starts out like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So up to this point we're doing the same thing. Now at this point here he plays 2.5 measures. 2, and then 2. 2 beats and then goes into the next change, but our rhythm section can't handle that. They don't want to handle that, so we even it off by, and that evens it off. That there, and then from there to from that point to the end, barefoot Bill, or I should say at Bell. This is actually closest to Mammalish of any of them. Then he plays 3 measures, 2, 3, and then off again. But once again we even that off too, and then into it. So what it is we keep the first eccentricity but drop the others. So it turns into an 11 measure song instead of 12.
But you're doing more than just a lick. In essence, you are taking the whole part.
Taking the whole part. Well, yeah, this is more like Reuben Lacey, that one measure. That one lick it's used to even it out. That seemed to be convenient to even it out. And Lacey actually has some similarity to that way of playing. Like, that kind of playing. It's similar.
Are you combining elements of all 3 of those songs or all 4 of those Alabama cuts?
In the music, I really don't know. They're so close together themselves.
This is one reason why, and again, it's a negative proof that people think they're from Alabama, is because they obviously must have known each other, known each other's work, or known the work of a third person. And these things don't seem to show up in any cluster of styles in Mississippi.
Well, except if
Blind Willie Reynolds.
Yeah,
Knee high is like,
if he is from Mississippi,
he goes like, he goes like, that's what he does, and it's very close. But I don't know where he's from.
But see, nobody set up any, no one that has been asked, did you know Ed Bell or did you know Barefoot Bill, has ever said yes in Mississippi. Of course, probably this has not been asked too many times.
Wardlow, you think he would be disinterested in asking?
He seemed only, well, not if you suggested to him that perhaps these people were from Mississippi. I think you get him on that state.
Ha right.
Really,
If you could fool him into thinking that they were, certainly. They're certainly stylistically more similar to Mississippi than Louisiana or Texas artists.
Or Georgia. So,
oh yeah, they're the closest.
Actually, why people really have sort of accepted it without any proof that they're from Alabama. It's not quite.
I think
you're right. It should be, but it's just never really been quite.
The essence of this may be that they are, in style, Mississippi in the sense that let's forget the political man-made boundaries, and just so happens the Georgia man-made boundary does carve off a different hunk of music than the Mississippi, but the Alabama, if these guys are actually from Alabama, then the man-made boundary doesn't really separate the music very much. In this case,
is there another Alabama style that's really?
No, man, I don't know. That's the thing about.
They were from Alabama, at least that got on 78s. There may be millions of people down there who play like hell, but you know they really don't.
There's a lot of harp players recording.
Yeah, this is the funny thing.
That's true today too.
Why are there so many harp? Maybe because they were poor. You can't tell. It's an interesting thing. But a whole bunch of really good harp players.
That's true. Cortlander's records brought back a lot of. Was he the one who recorded in Alabama? Yeah, he. I believe he recorded a number of harmonica songs. Not much blues, just harmonica and folky.
There's that Sprott person.
Is he from Alabama?
I think he is,
What is he?
Horace.
I often wonder what he is. Is he a guy who listens to all old blues records and never learned to play the guitar? He sings good. Well, I know another thing about him is he sings good.
He sings some fucked up cool drink of water.
Oh, he messes up?
Does?
Doesn't he?
Well, where he got that? I've never heard it. Where he got? Does he?
He sings the memorable verse, hey, hey mama, don't you hear blind boy Fuller calling you? He sings that. That's one of his verses.
Let me ask you another question about this Barefoot Bill thing.
Yeah.
Does the part Henry plays rely?
Okay, finish the question. I just flashed. Go ahead, finish the
I was
question.
going to say, does the part Henry plays bear any resemblance at all, or does it draw in any sense on the notes or thing that Barefoot is playing?
Well, no, but it has some relation, maybe. Now, this is a weird thing. What he's playing is one of those nagging familiar phrases that I really feel I've heard somewhere before, and he does too, but we can't actually place it. He goes,